Welcome back to Island Dreams, everybody. I'm just trying to get hold of Jeffrey Belcher on the phone. See if he'll pick up. Jeffrey, it's the boss. No, not that one. Jeffrey, the football boss. From the national team, Northern Mariana Islands. Hi, Jeffrey. Great to speak to you. Look, you'll never guess where I am. I'm in Toronto. I've actually flown all the way out here because it's not every day the Northern Mariana Islands has a player turned pro, especially not in the MLS. So I thought I'd fly all the way out to Toronto and watch you in action. What do you mean not here anymore? Where are you? What, I thought they gave you a lengthy contract. 6 months? They're not renewing it? Well, where are you now? I've never even heard of that. What country's that in? So you don't even play for Toronto anymore? Goodness sake, Jeffrey, I've just used what little money I had from washing cars in China to fly out here. I mean, could you not have told me this before? Oh, look, hold on a second. I've got another call coming in. Hold on. Oh, it's Ko Sung Ho. Ko Sung Ho! How are you, sir? Not heard from you in ages. What do you mean I'm not going to hear from you again? I need to explain who you are. The viewers won't remember you. Of course they will. The South Korean left back that we posed for the under-23 tournament. Who could forget you? What can I do for you, sir? What do you mean you're switching your allegiance back to South Korea? Called up for the under-19s? Ko Sung Ho, there's no future in this. I've got more chance of winning a senior cap for South Korea than you have. Why are you going to go and play for their under-19s when you're already playing senior football for a nation as great as Northern Mariana? Hello? Ko Sung Ho? I think we might just have lost one of our best players. Welcome back to Island Dreams, everybody. We are back to the start. The first qualification phase of the East Asian Championships, going for a fourth game today. We've got a cheeky little tie against Macau. It's only a few months since the under-23s almost performed heroics and qualified for the Olympic Games. But we've had a few ups and downs since then. Let's get going with the downs. We've lost a player, I'm afraid. Ko Sung Ho. The man who got sent off against China for that crunching tackle that we admired so much. Well, he's now gone and pledged his allegiance to South Korea. And this, my friends, well, this is a blow, because if this guy was in your team, on your save, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But by Northern Mariana standards, this guy, Stuart Pearce, I mean, he's got decent physicals, all pressing around the 10. He can tackle. His marking, positioning, teamwork, work rate are all good. And he's fairly professional to boot. This was a blow. We were able to chat to him. We tugged on the heartstrings, talked about the memories, the good times. Nothing. He's turned his back. If this guy gets a cap for the South Korean first team, well, then I'm in with a chance of making an international debut. But we couldn't woo him back, I'm afraid. But we do have some good news. For the first time in 11 seasons, wait for it, a player has transferred off the islands. That's right, young Jeffrey Belcher got a move to the MLS. He went and joined Toronto FC. But they only gave him a 6-month contract, and it came to an end. But he moved clubs in America, so Jeffrey Belcher is now playing for Lansing Ignite, who are a professional football team. And Jeffrey is only listed as their hot prospect, no less. And, well, if we take a look at their other players that they have, I don't think they're a million miles better than young Jeffrey. So he's now got himself an 18-month contract at Ignite. He's on £800 a week. And more importantly, well, our little Jeffrey is now training full-time. And it gives us hope that maybe other players might leave the islands in the future. To today's game then. This is what we're sending out to face Macau. We've got little Rossi Tan in goal, fresh from his work with the under-23s. Isra G was out there with the under-23s as well. He's going to come in and play as right back. Little Kirky, well, she's on the bench. We've got our old centre-back partnership reunited after a couple of years of injury problems. Big Pete Cabrera's back. And Macau have a 6'7" centre half who I think will be coming up to set pieces. So we've put Pete Cabrera to try and mark them on corners, hopefully to nullify that threat. Now this is the gap that was left by Ho, and we're filling it with 16-year-old Terence Lewis, who we were quite happy when he came through the youth intake because we thought we had a decent centre-back on our hands. 6'1", he might grow an extra inch, he's got jumping reach of 14, and he's not slow by Northern Mariana standards. But for this tournament, we're going to have to debut him out at left-back because we've lost our first choice. We're going to play 3 players that were at the under-23 tournament for us in central midfield. Dakota Agulto, Kim Sun-il, who really is looking like a quality player. And if we could get him over to America, well, he might train on some more. We've got Nathan Aninzo playing in that little pocket behind the striker. Sister Misters coming out onto the left wing today. Jeffrey's going to be over there on the right using his pace with Sloop John, who's now 27 years old, has got 64 caps, 39 international goals. He's a veteran of the team. We've got some familiar favourites on the bench as well. We've got Juanito, who is hurtling his way towards 100 international appearances. We had a couple of injuries before the tournament. Big Dale Lone, 6'6". You guessed it. 3 months he's out for now, and I don't know whether we'll be seeing Big Dale again. Time is not on his side, I'm afraid. The tournament's taking place in September this year. The Northern Mariana season has not started yet, so fitness is going to be a difficulty. We're back out in Mongolia for this tournament. Of course we are. I expect nothing but a win. But not having Nom with me does mean that it's a little bit easier to keep a low profile when you don't have a 7'4" internationally renowned wrestler and actor following you around everywhere. So here we go. We've not played Macau in a while. I tell you, we are not the only team that's got some decent players coming through youth intakes though. Macau and Guam in particular are improving, and we're underway, and Macau is shading it, but we're not having any highlights as of yet. They've definitely got better fitness than us. Our players haven't even reported back to pre-season training yet. The season in Mariana doesn't start for another 5 weeks. So fitness is going to be difficult for us. But here we go. Jeffrey's weaving his way through. He's a professional footballer now, you know. And he has dabbed one wide of the post. The match stats are looking a little bit better. Highlight time again. They've still got a Stemo Galons. What a player he is. And they've also got a highlight, haven't they? Oh, couple of yards wide. Rostan had it covered, shall we say. And with highlight time again, there's Jeffrey. He is scampering. He's got one across. Oh no, but this is not our highlight, is it? Oh, it is. Terence Lewis, the new boy. Dakota. Pings it. It's Jeffrey again. Into Sloop, the old man of the team at 27. This squad's got an average age, by the way, of 20 years old. So John Bogdan is the granddad of the team, but he's still got poacher's instincts. He is red hot around that 6-yard box. He's got 2 men marking him, no matter. He sneaks around the 6'7" centre-back, wraps a leg around it, fires one into the goal. And we've got a half-time lead, and that settles the nerves a little bit. We're going to tell them we're not pleased, because we want them to get an extra one in the second half to give us a bit of breathing space. And we've also got a few players not playing so well. Kim's son's not playing great. Let's try swapping him and Nathan Aninzo around for the start of the second half. Sister Mister's not having her best game either. Dragged down by those rosemary beads. It's difficult for her to get up to top speed, but here she is starting the move. Dakota. Jeffrey's at the heart of everything now. You can tell he's an international footballer, And Sister Mister, fires one in. Jeffrey strikes home the rebound. You're gone too early, Jeffrey. It's a close one. We wrote Sister Mister off a little bit early, though, didn't we? She is back in the habit, and goodness me, the highlights are coming thick and fast now. Here's Eltel Lewis. That's not your best ball forward, is it, son? And now we're on the defence. Got it in again. Norm. Sloop. Holds the ball up. He's going for a little wriggle. He's weaving. He's bobbing. He's striking. Not the best from outside of the box. And I think on the hour mark, we're going to get some tired legs off. We have got a new player who's just come through the youth intake called Russell Tenorio, who is not a bad little option, Russell. Pretty pleased when he came through. Look at the acceleration on him. He's incredibly aggressive, but he can dribble and cross a little bit as well. Passing and vision aren't terrible by the island standards. So we bring him on and see what he can do. Kim Sun-il has not recovered in this second half. And is that our 6'7" centre half? No, it's a 5'8" midfielder who has headed home for them. But I think, goodness me, we've got a decision from the officials, because that did not look offside to me. We need to make another change. Kim, you're coming off. Dakota has been terrible as well. Let's go for another youngster, Rodwealth Mora, and swap an Enzo back up front. Terence Lewis is on a 6.3 as well. These are not great performances by some of the debutants. We asked them to get creative, and that's pressurise some of the youngsters. Ooh, and we are holding on a little bit here. Here's Rodwealth. What a name. Rodwealth Mora gets tackled. We get countered on. And Rodwealth trying to get back, but just running into the heels of his opponent. And you know what? I think we're going to go balanced. I think we're going to waste time, and I think we're going to try and keep hold of the ball and cling on for a 1-0 win. In the earlier game, Mongolia could only sneak past Guam 1-0, and Russell Tenorio's picked up a knock already. I think, he's going to have to try and get through to the end of the game. We're going to bring on a 6'7" centre-half of our own, switch Norm Raluccio over to left back, and have some height in the box for the final moments like this. Well, they've gone short. And they've gone wide. Don't foul him. Oh, Jeffrey. Okay. Mora gets it away. Sloop, you're off, mate. Come on. Here is little Russell. He's injured, but he's got a ball over. You're offside again, aren't you, Jeff? No, we're playing on. Okay, here's Raji. He's a long way forward. Hey, and there is little Russell. Glad we kept him on. Even though he's stubbed a finger or whatever he's done. Little Russell. I think he's only 15. Came through the last youth intake. Pretty sure he's a Thundercat, little Russell. Snarf, he heads home. 2-0. Okay, we will take it because their fitness was far superior to ours. Don't give us the nervy end. Don't give us the nervy end. Okay, Rostan had it covered. Yeah, their fitness is well in advance of ours. Their season must already have started. So we will take it. That's a good challenge. I thought they might be sending off Dakota then. Come on then, ref. End this game. Put Macau out their misery. We've got a day's rest before we're taking on Guam in the next game. Here's Raji, hooks one away. Come on, ref. What are you clinging on for here? We're done, aren't we? We're done. We're way over the allotted injury time. Few fans in for this, though, aren't they? Macau have bought a following. Oh, goodness me. That's why we had that long highlight at the end. They've smacked the bar. We've hooked it clear. We weren't impressive. We've won. I think the media will say that that is our 8th consecutive victory now, which is the longest run in Northern Mariana history. And so we are top on goal difference from Mongolia. We have got Guam up in our next game, and then we're going to round it off with a game against the hosts. Lunchtime kickoffs. It's going to be pretty hot for the next 2. But you know which game we are coming back for. Thank you, you wonderful people. The amount of views these videos get is absolutely humbling. The amount of likes, the amount of comments are all superb. And if you're watching and you fancy subscribing, well, that would be wonderful too. We are going to see you very soon because we have only got a couple of shots left at trying to live the island dreams.